Now, throughout all three Dark Souls games, there is a curse relating to health that every player pretty much universally hates. And I was going to list them in chronological order, Dark Souls 1 to 3, but instead I think I'm going to list them in order of what is hated the most to the least. So let's start off with Dark Souls 2. It's one of the most hated because Dark Souls 2 is just the most hated game. It's basically just the forgotten child. Everybody either skips it, or if they play it, they hate it. And very few people would ever admit they actually like the game. I'm one of the few that like it, but this effect is kind of tedious. If you die, you turn hollow, and turning hollow slowly takes away portions of your health from 5 to 10%-ish each time you die. And this also happens if you get cursed. So if you get cursed, if you turn hollow, anything like that, your health slowly starts going down. Now, you can halt this effect with the Ring of Binding. The maximum amount of health you can have left after dying multiple times is 50%. If you have the Ring of Binding, that 50% turns to 75%. The Ring of Binding is in the Hyde Tower in the chest just before the Dragon Rider boss room, and the only other way to get rid of this effect is either to place a white sign soapstone and help another person in their world. This will turn you human without having to waste a human effigy. And then the other way is to use a human effigy to turn yourself human. This will restore your maximum health, and you can once again go around with full health. Now, this is by far the most hated, just for obvious reasons. It's kind of just tedious and annoying. And now, the next one is Dark Souls 1. And now in Dark Souls 1, the only effect on health is the curse status effect. This can happen from basilisks, from Seath, anything that does curse damage. When you die from that curse, you'll respawn with 50% health. Now, the easiest place to find a basilisk is either Ash Lake or the Depths. But Ash Lake is tedious, so in the Depths, when you die by a basilisk and you respawn, you'll get a note saying, while cursed, your HP is halved. Lifting the curse requires a purging stone or the aid of a healer in New Londo. Now, it straight up tells you what you need right there, unlike Dark Souls 2. And this actually comes with benefits, not just a con. It straight up lowers half your health. There's no way to go around this. There's no way to increase this. The only other way is to use the Purging Stone. So if you head down to New Londo Ruins, which you can do immediately at the start of the game, it's just below Firelink, go down the elevator, go across the bridges, you can actually hit the ghosts even without a Transient Curse, so long as you have the cursed status effect. So this allows you to relatively progress safely through New Londo. You no longer have to worry about not being able to hit ghosts or running out of the Transient Curses. Of course, it does come with the con of having half health. Now, either you receive the aid of the guy in New Londo or you use a Purging Stone. But once you use that Purging Stone, you are no longer able to hit the ghosts without using a Transient Curse. So it's important that you use it wisely and not like in a crowded room of enemies. And then finally, the last one is Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 does have the curse status effect, but funnily enough, unlike with Dark Souls 1 or 2, there's no effect on health. Let's say you walk up to a basilisk in the Farron Fort, and then you let yourself be cursed by them, or just happen to be cursed. When you respawn, you won't have any negative impact on your health at all. The only effect of curse is instant death. So the moment that curse meter builds up, it's just instant death, like in the other two games. But there's no negative side effect on respawning. And that is pretty much it. I don't know why they didn't add the health effect in Dark Souls 3, but I'm sure many people were grateful, because the dwindling health effect is always one of the worst things ever. Losing 50% or even 25% of your maximum health is just tedious, annoying, and downright scary in some areas. But with that being said, that is just about it. Until next time.